Brendan Gatson is absolutely extraordinary. I have watched him from the time that he was just beginning to train until as a boy, and I've watched him grow into a man, and he's really, really good. I also know Dan Joseph, and I know some stuff about Dan Joseph that you don't know, and I will let you know as the match goes on.
Oh, well, I'm curious to hear what he told you. I know that Dan Joseph has made disparaging comments here about the crowd here at the EWF and about the athletes here, about love handles and spare tires, if you will.
Watch the fist.
And Brandon Gatson letting him know what he feels about these comments right there. Heavy shots there to the back of Dan Joseph. And Dan Joseph trying to respond in kind, but Gatson just pushes him down.
I've got to tell you, this guy, Dan Joseph, talking about Gatson being old, I just hope that when I get to be Gatson's age that I'm in that good of a shape.
Well, Rock. And this crowd here at the EWF Arena letting Dan Joseph have it. Calling him a loser. He doesn't like it much. Oh, whoa, Gatson's got a back suplex off the second rope. Dan Joseph's got to pay attention. Brandon Gatson is one of the most dangerous wrestlers in professional wrestling today. You do not want to turn your back on him. He will make you pay.
You don't want to turn your back on either of these two men. Okay, here I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you inside information about Dan Joseph. I've known this guy for a while. I've watched him. I've helped him actually come from where he was to where he is now. And about a year and a half or so ago, this man was dropped on his head over the top rope onto the concrete, and he fractured his skull. He's been a little bit of a different person since that happened. He's a little more aggressive. He's a little less caring about the damage that he does to his opponent. So this, my friend, is going to be one heck of a match.
Well, that's interesting to know that accident happened to Dan Joseph. But, you know, the insults and what he calls the fans is just not necessary at times.
No, the injury was good because it's helped to change his personality so that now he's more aggressive and he can take care of business. Watch this, this is going to be great.
We'll see there, a big shoulder tackle there from the Bull, Brandon Gatson.
The cameraman, have you ever seen anyone move as fast as the cameraman?
Well, I don't blame him there.
No, he's going to get...
When Brandon Gatson hits you, it's like getting shot. It's like getting hit by a bullet. He is an absolute bull.
Who? Listen to that.
And the crowd here at EWF Arena.
The crowd is a bunch of idiots. Listen to them. You can't wrestle. Which one of you in the crowd can? No, you can't. You're all jealous. You're jealous of we professional athletes. You're jealous of how good looking we are, of the musculature and the ability to do battle, because you can't do it. Look at those fat, ugly people out there.
Well, they paid their money. They're entitled to their opinion. Leapfrog here from Brandon Gatson.
Whoa.
He's looking.
What
is he looking for? Oh!
That was a beautiful move.
And an incredible reversal there from Dan Joseph.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It was definitely low.
Yes, it was low.
And referee Justin Borden debating whether to disqualify him right here.
No, he didn't see it. He can't say anything. He can't disqualify if he doesn't see it.
And big fist there. And
open hand. That was an open hand. Looked to me like an open hand.
I thought it was no.
Okay. Gold Digger thought it was an open hand.
Snap suplex here from Dan Joseph.
Beautiful,
and now talking a little trash here to our crowd here at the EWF Arena here in Covina. And goes for the cover, 1 count only. Not going to beat competitor of the will of Brandon Gatson, with the fighting spirit of Brandon Gatson, with a simple snap suplex. But
well, I'm going to
that's
make
the gall and cockiness there of Dan Joseph, in my opinion.
Oh my goodness. Gatson is really, really tough. He is a tough competitor, but he can't stand up to Dan Joseph. I talked to Dan Joseph. I've worked with Dan. I think Dan is going to show Brandon Gatson what it looks like to see the ceiling.
Well, we'll find out.
That's my prediction.
Well, we'll find out real shortly here. Dan Joseph in firm control of the matchup here.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Inverted atomic drops. Big elbow strikes here from Gatson. A man who has that take no prisoners attitude. And Dan Joseph slowing down the match here. Smart strategy.
Dan Joseph is in control, is he not?
Absolutely.
Yep.
And showing this capacity crowd here in the EWF arena that he does know how to wrestle. And big shots here to the stomach from Brandon Gatson. And a nice knee from Dan Joseph in response. And a nice chop. Oh! And that chop just echoed here through the EWF arena. Oh, and Gatson gets him back with an equally as vicious chop. And these guys have gone to war here this evening. No doubt about it. And big fist there from Gatson. He goes to whip Dan Joseph in there. Dan's in the corner there. Oh! Gatson misses with the splash. Dan Joseph looking for that German suplex maybe. Gatson, the veteran.
Joseph, you can't hold it like that.
He held it. And the back body drop. Gatson flips out of it.
Good.
And now Joseph looking for that German suplex again. He has to end up rolling through, gives up. Oh, and out to the outside here on the ring apron. Oh, big shot from Gatson. Gosh, he hits hard. Gatson with the elbow. Ooh! And the shoulder thrust into the midsection of Gatson. And Joseph. Oh,
that is beautiful.
Combination there. He jumped into the ring over the top rope.
One, two, three.
Suplex. Oh, 2 count only. Somewhat of a lackadaisical cover there.
That's it. That's absolutely correct. If he would cinch up on there, grab the leg, put the guy down, don't let him up.
And Rock was really frustrated there by Dan Joseph's lazy cover.
He could have had him. Dan Joseph, if he just listened to me a little bit more, right then he could have had this man. I still predict he's going to beat Gatson, but he could have beaten him right there.
And he's got to get his head in the game here.
He's tired. Look at that.
Oh, he misses with the clothesline. Ooh,
oh my gosh.
Big knee there from Gatson. Strike to the face. Oh, sunset flip. Oh, Joseph rolls over. Oh, what an insecurity there from Gatson. Interesting combination. Oh, incredible clothesline there. A Rainmaker-like clothesline there from Dan Joseph.
Cover him.
Definitely.
Grab the leg.
There.
Cover. There you go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh! And again, the slow cover. He had him in that Rainmaker clothesline, took him out. That should have been it.
I can't tell if he's dazed or he's got crazy arms, but
He's out. He's out.
And Dan Joseph, this arrogance, this confidence. I know he's a great athlete. He knows he's a great athlete, but he has to realize that the guy he's in there with is one of the best wrestlers in the world. And big back elbow there from Dan Joseph, taking his time here. I don't know if this is wise. Oh, what a chop! Literally took Brandon Gatson off his feet. He was stuck there in the top rope. What a chop! And here's Dan Joseph here. Oh, devastating elbow. He hits the ropes. Gatson follows. Oh!
Beautiful.
And Joseph using these elbows with deadly precision here. Oh, goes for the kick. Oh! He telegraphed that kick, and Gatson just caught him with one of his own.
Wow, there's another concussion.
It could be.
It could be. Fractured skull from just a year and a half or so ago, and now potential concussion.
Yeah,
My gosh, Gatson kicked him so hard.
Yeah, he's favoring that face area. He looks mad now, though. Maybe Joseph's waking up here. He's been kind of lackadaisical in his approach to this matchup, cocky. Oh, he is irate, and both men just exchanging clubbing blows. What a fight, ladies and gentlemen, here at the EWF Arena. Oh,
point of the toe, that's not
Gatson. Oh, the reverse DDT. That's got to do it. That's got to be all. And he goes for the cover. Oh!
Wow.
Gatson's put away many opponents with that reverse DDT. And Dan Joseph, at the last second, gets that shoulder up on instinct. This young man from Buffalo, New York, part of the Pac-3. This group of superior athletes. And the cartwheel splash from Brandon Gatson. Classic Brandon Gatson. Oh, belly takeover suplex. That's gonna do it. Oh!
Other men, but these two guys are incredible.
Incredibly tough, these two men.
Talent in there right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, you don't find professional wrestling action anywhere else but here in the Empire Wrestling Federation. These athletes give their all here. And Dan Joseph is mystified right now. What does he have to do to put down Brandon Gatson? Big shoulder thrust here to the midsection. Dan Joseph gesturing to referee Justin Borden to back off. Oh, over the top rope goes Gatson the hard way. Oh! He just flipped after that clothesline onto the ring apron. The hardest part of the ring. Gatson could have a severe neck injury here. He hit awfully hard. He's here on the outside. This matchup might be ending by countout.
Yeah, count him out, count him out.
I just don't see any way back. You look at the back and the neck area of Brandon Gatson, it's all red from that impact. And here comes Dan Joseph through the ropes though. Gatson, well scouted. Boy, this guy is tough.
I don't know if you noticed, but from the kick earlier to the side, to the left side of Dan Joseph's face, that face is already beginning to swell. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And now he just hit him again.
It's already starting to, yeah, what a fight here this evening. You'll only see this here in the Empire Wrestling Federation. Oh! Gatson had that well scouted.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wait. Referee Justin Borden stops it because his foot was on the ropes. He had him beat. He had Dan Joseph had Brandon Gatson beat.
Don't ever turn your back on your opponent.
Oh, he's done it again.
Don't ever do
he
that.
He didn't learn the first time. Stunner! Big stunner there from Brandon Gatson. Oh, but Joseph.
My God,
him.
how can
what
you do that?
Here. Deadlifting him. Oh, onto the knee. Incredible. And Dan Joseph told us he was a great athlete. He meant it. Incredible.
He did indeed.
Deadlift. Oh!
My God. 1, 2.
2, 3, and that's it!